Louisiana Beer Reviews Stone Ruination IPA India Pale Ale, a liquid poem to the glory of hops. 8.2% alcohol. It's got a born on date and an enjoy by date on it. It's out of date, but I did buy it for 69 cents at a closeout store, so at the salvage store. At 8.2, it's probably all right. May have faded. I don't see this around. I mean, I would buy it fresh, but I don't see many Stone beers around anymore. Sometimes you'll see Stone IPA, the standard one, but 10 years ago, Stone was so common around here. Now it's like Anchor. Anchor was really common and sort of common, and then basically unavailable, except for a few little spots, and now we know the case. It looks like a painted on label, but it's just an adhesive, stick-on clear plastic. The hops, they say the featured hops are Centennial, Chinook, and Magnum. It came out in 2002, the original Stone, one of the first double IPAs made year-round. They say they were the first. And it used to be 7.7, so I was looking at my 2012 review, which was sitting over there, and when the Japanese plum tree was still standing, and it was 7.7 and 100 plus IBUs. So we meet again. Yeah. Met by chance. So that was the original recipe of 7.7. They decided to jump the alcohol up to 8.2, still 100 plus bitterness units. I get the impression that some of the ingredients may have changed. So there it is, thick, orange, off-white head. Of course, yeah, I would rather have it a week after it was bottled, or like the bottle says, canned on. But you get what you can take, I guess, and maybe it'll be barley wine-ish. But I wanted to point that out because it could affect it. Didn't seem to affect the previous strong IPA I did. Strong IPA, which was 9%. The Big Little Thing, it was also out of date. I mean, I went to that store and they had all this stuff for 69 cents. An Imperial Stout, 12% from Belgium. No, that's not going to matter. And anyway, it was within date. And then they had the Golden Dragon, 10.5%. That won't matter. But the IPAs are sensitive. The good IPAs are sensitive, so could affect it. But that's the situation at hand. It smells like very intense grain products, intense barley and hop resin. So yeah, man, one time I had this, I don't think they make it anymore, but it was called Brewed, hardcore IPA. So it was a extra strong Brewdog when they used to sell those around here. And this thing was 5 years out of date, and the store was just getting rid of it. They were selling 4-packs for bottles, 4-packs for $2.99. So I figured, well, it shouldn't matter. Even if it's bad, I didn't waste much money. But then it turns out it was really good. I couldn't believe how strong the hop bitterness was still on it, and it was in a bottle, not canned. So just never know, but usually you kind of know. All right. There are exceptions to the rule. I'll tell you what, still pretty resinous. Get the pininess, the fruit, the intense bread crust. Strong. It's 8.2. It tastes like 8.2. It tastes like that booze you think. Now the regular doubles are 9, right? And tropical beer hug, tropical beer hug, 9. Big Little Thing, 9. Voodoo Ranger, the strong IPA version, 9. So 8.2, it's a weakling this day and age. Bitterness is incredible. Like I say, if it was a week out, it'd be even more incredible. But it's strong, intense. 100 plus IBUs. And then I'm getting other IPAs that say 35. 10% IPA say 35 IBUs. As you can imagine, I wasn't too thrilled with it. And then some people will say, you just don't like that style. You have an axe to grind against it. You're looking out to get it and all these things. But it's totally untrue. It's totally untrue. I rate the beers on how they taste. If they taste excellent, they get an excellent score. If they don't, if they start tasting like bubble gum and things like that, and it doesn't match what it's supposed to be, oh yeah, I'm not going to give it a good score. All right? The website here is talking about this is like intensities in 10 cities, and I'm agreeing with that. Maybe the age has helped it mellow it, but it might have taken some, like I was harped on earlier, might have taken some of the excitement out of it, but it's still pretty dang exciting. But it's a sipper. It is so 5 out of 5 hop cones still. It just loaded up with hops. It's 4 out of 5 sugar cubes, so sweetness is there, but they're balancing each other out. The body's heavy. It's like a thick mouthfeel, viscous gruel-like mouthfeel. Semi-dry finish. Got a lot of sweetness in the finish though, but I'll say like 60-40, 60% dry, 40% sweet. You might find that cloying and it could be that way. I mean, I was kidding around with that Dogfish Head 120 Utopia's barrels 17%, and I was like chug, but yeah, like sure, try chugging that. It's chugging back up. It's coming back up. This thing too, it's like you took a big gulp, it may not stay down. I don't think the strength though is really coming from the ABV, the 8.2. I really think it's coming from this massive hop attack. Would this appeal to the mass market today? No, I don't think so. And some people were saying, and I was agreeing with them, they were saying it's the hazy boys and what were they saying? It's the haze craze and the pastry stout boys that killed off Anchor and so forth. And I was like, yeah, but then my follow-up comment was, yeah, but if that's what people like to drink, then, well, tough. You say, well, they should have tried Breckles Brown, and they should have tried the porter, Anchor Porter, and they should have tried the little beer, and they should have tried, because there was one called Anchor Small Beer, right? Wasn't it called Small? They should have tried Old Foghorn, man, and the steam beer, the traditional styles. These kids today, they don't understand beer, and it's wrong. But, and yeah, the beer market is flooded. I can't say it isn't. Every time you turn your head or blink your eyes at the local craft beer store here, I mean, it's a supermarket, but they have a huge craft beer section. It's a different thing on the shelf. I mean, I go there. If I go three times a week, it'll be different things every day that I go. So, and a lot of the stuff just sets and sets and sets on the shelf. It does not move. It does not move. And I don't care if it's from Macro of Texas or Middle Crow of Alabama or Micro of Louisiana, whatever range. It could be any of those types. Sours and 11%. This stout with donut, 13%. What are the low ABV? Some they just stay there. And so then, well, you got the salvage store buying off people's refuse, and then I get this for 69 cents. Right? I mean, I could hit up any of these stores with craft beer and find all kind of out-of-date stuff. Any of them. It's just going to happen. It's going to happen because, you know, a month goes by, you don't pay attention, and a year goes by, you say, oh, it was 2 years ago? It seemed like I just had that beer, you know, and the time flies, and so, I don't know. It's not my problem that it's flooded. I didn't make the beer. I don't own beer companies. I don't, so really there's no pressure on me. I was sad that Anchor went out of business, but I wasn't really shocked. You could see it coming. I didn't expect it to happen. I just thought they would just kind of limp along forever, you know. I think it's the first shoe to drop. Gonna be a lot more coming on, and a lot more pain and misery coming. But look at the bourbon market. Is that sustainable? Every day that goes by is a new bourbon coming out, a new store pick, a new barrel aged this, a new cognac barrel this. You think that stuff's moving like it should? I don't think so, but then there's an advantage there. Don't have to worry about expiration. This is tasting great. Great. Once a week is all I could take, though. If I bought a 4-pack, or I don't know if these come in 6-packs, but once a week would be all I'd want. Maybe 2. It's too strong for everyday drinking. I got that 5.9% ice beer in the fridge. I find it's a little too strong for standby beer. 10 years ago, I wouldn't have said that. But now I'm like, I got to go back to that 4.1% light beer for my standbys, because it just gets too much foggy in the head, you know, with this as a daily drinker. And that could, you could say you're weak. You're weak. Be a man. Drink the heavy stuff. I'll just be a mouse and drink the light stuff. Wow. So it's not exactly a beginner beer, but I don't even know what that means, because when I first started doing my beer drinking project in February '96, I was jumping right in the deep end of the pool behind any kind of thing. But I did find them intense. I figured I got to get used to this. And it's like, whoa. But I wanted to do it, you know. But anyway, beer advocates saying 95 out of 100. They call that world class. I would say 100, above 100 is world class, but it's a different perception. But 95 is dang high. Rate beer saying 100 out of 100 and 100 out of 100 in the style. They're saying it's perfect across the board, no hesitation. Untapped, giving it an 81 out of 100. You almost never see a beer get into the 80s on Untapped. If you're getting into the 70s, 75 out of 100, you're doing great. So to be an 81 out of 100 is remarkable. And this is remarkable. And if I see a pack fresh, I'm buying it. It's gonna cost, yeah. Oh well, I can afford it, and but I can definitely afford 69 cents. I bought one bottle because that's the only bottle they had. Obviously, if they had more than one, but I got there at 11 o'clock. That store opens at 9, so I have a feeling for 2 hours people were going through there. I'm surprised this was still on the shelf, but I think they were putting things out, because Saturday's usually the day when they'd be putting stuff out. They'll be putting stuff out, so like my friend David said, you got to get it as soon as they open. I said, yeah, but but they putting stuff out all day. You would have to check back every hour. And you got that 18-wheeler with this, who knows how much beer's on there, and they don't price it like this is priced. It's not like that. It's, no matter what the beer is, it could be Milwaukee's Best Light, or Stone Ruination, or Guten Drac Imperial Stout at 12%. If it's 12 ounces or less, it's going to be 69 cents. All right. If it's a pint can, it's going to be 79 cents. And if it's a tall can, you know, one of the talls, 24-ounce can, it'll be 99 cents. So that's how it's priced. It's the size, not the product. So you can imagine how you can score over there. Crazy place. But it's a hit or miss. You might go there one day and say, there's nothing here. I'm not buying 2 months out of date Pabst Blue Ribbon. No, I wouldn't buy it either. It's definitely hit or miss. It's a case of nothing or so many fantastic colors in an amazement, a wonderland. But that's the way it goes. All right, so Laissez Les Bon Temps Relais, a most excellent product. I'm scoring it. I'm not going to 100, but I'm going to go 96 out of 100, a little bit above Beer Advocates. 9.6 out of 10, a most excellent product. I love it. And I hope it's not 11 more years before I try it again. Thanks for watching this video production, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to California and take a Stone Brewery tour.